This Could Get Dicey is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast about dudes being bros. What adventures will they get into? Only time will tell. Like the name suggests, this podcast could get dicey. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hello, and welcome to This Could Get Dicey, a D&D podcast where a group of buds get to unwind from their 9-to-5s and step into the world of Drew Gala. My name is Destiny Nieto, I play Loomis Bjorn, and before things get a little too dicey, I'd just like to say it's a beautiful day to have a really good song stuck in your head.
Ooh. I'm on a string of bad songs. What's your song?
So literally right before I sat down, for the past couple days, I've had Porter Robinson's new song Cheerleader stuck in my head, which is a bop and a half.
So good.
But then when I sat down, I immediately got Psychosocial by Slipknot in my head, which is a good song in its own right, but very different.
Whiplash.
That new Porter Robinson song makes me feel like I'm flying through space on some multicolored spacecraft.
Beautiful. Great description. Yes. If you haven't listened to it, you should.
Do you like having songs stuck in your head?
Depending on the song, yeah. There has been times where I've had unpleasant songs stuck in my head.
I assume as a parent, Kenny, that you get lots of songs you don't want stuck in your head.
The 2023 Bluey album that came out has a song on it. I showed it to y'all. It has like a remix version of the theme song at the very beginning, and it goes hard. It's fun, but God, it's just constantly in here right now, just on replay.
It's a nice like indoctrination into like fucking drops.
I didn't think about it. Like when we were kids, like we were stuck with whatever cassette tapes we had or the radio, but with Spotify, anything.
Bob's your uncle.
Yeah,
you can do whatever.
Man, the world is our oyster.
I was like fucking 4 years old listening to a lot of butt rock. And now I'm here.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Alex Villarreal. I play Ellis Van Dove. And it's a beautiful day to play just a wonderful new video game.
Ooh.
What's that? What game is that?
Is it Bingle Bingle?
No, it's not Bingle Bingle.
Or is it the roulette one?
No, it's Balatro.
Oh, okay.
I finally got Balatro.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And it's so fun to play a game and just like immediately have like the language of the game like click like the second you turn it on, and you just start like, it's a deck building roguelike game where you play good hands of poker, and there are lots of power-ups and bonuses, and you can break the game that way.
It's very good. It's very good.
It is the best. It might be the best deck building roguelike card game I've ever played.
I like it.
It's absolutely wonderful.
I guess the thing it's missing for me is like plot, but at the same time, I think that's what makes it great, is that it's like a very like mindless, addicting, easy to understand.
What is it called?
Balatro.
Balatro.
Bellagio.
Bellagio, yes.
But like you'll like the main mechanic of the game is that you get Joker cards, and these Joker cards stick with you, and they have specific power-ups. You can only have a certain amount of Jokers per run, usually 5, I think. But like today I had one that was just like, every time you play a 2-pair in poker, it's a huge mega multiplier. And I had another card that was like, every time you play a 2-pair, this multiplier will increase by this much. So every hand, I just played 2 pairs and 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 2 pairs. And by the end of the run, I didn't win the run, but it was like a 95 multiplier on top of all the other multipliers. It's
all
number
fun
go
and
up.
games until you build your deck around a certain hand, and then you run around across the boss ante, and it says, you can't play that hand.
No, not that.
Oh
hand.
no!
Yeah. You'll come across antes that are just like all spades are null. Like you can play the card, they won't give you any bonuses though. And there are cards that are just like spade cards good. And
I love poker. That sounds really fun.
I was actually playing this last night. I had a great Joker set. I'm using the black deck, so you get an extra Joker, and then I had a negative Joker, so I was up to 7 Jokers, and my deck was built around this one card that made all cards equal a face card, and then I had like bonuses for face cards, and then the ante was like all face cards are drawn upside down, so you can't see them. And I was like, well,
God.
and I really should have sold the face card Joker, because it was like. But I was like, I'll take the risk because I'm getting really great multipliers. So like maybe. Yeah.
This sounds like Intro to Gambling.
Yes.
I can still win.
And there's like Becky said, there's like no plot. Yeah. It's you're in this weird like
I've never
psychedelic
listened to
world.
it. I don't know if there's
like
voice acting. I don't know. I don't even.
Oh, you've never listened to it?
No.
The soundtrack's like there's a pretty good sound loop.
Wow.
But like there's no story. There's all the Jokers are like kind of creepy, like kind of weird and funky, and like it's just a card game.
I put on my Degrassi and I put on my Bellatrix.
All right.
And I'm good for like 3 hours.
Potential goatee.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kenny Chilton, and I'm playing Emil Mazak, and it's a beautiful day to test your might.
Test your might?
Yeah.
Can you be doing that? You be testing your might.
Can you be doing that a lot?
I do. Just recently, I tried to pick all 3 of you up at once.
Man, I wish I had your confidence.
Didn't go well, but it's fun to test it out.
You got 1.5 of us.
Yeah, I almost got there. But like, if I'm putting some boxes in the recycling, then I'll like stack up the pieces on top of each other and try and rip multiple of them at once. You know what I mean?
No.
I try to see how many stairs I can do at one time.
No.
Like, can I get 4 steps?
That's a fun game.
5 steps? I talked about throwing stuff already, but I like to throw stuff. Give myself a little
Kenny's just like a
challenges.
guy's guy, little athlete man over here.
Hey, I went back and forth between testing your might and reading a play out loud was the other one I was going to say. So,
I mean, in the Renaissance day, truly still a man's man.
I chose test your might because I'm feeling weak today. I did throw out my back yesterday or Sunday the other day.
He said that you told me that yesterday, and you were like, "Oh, it's because I was trying to stop one of my children from like tripping." And I thought about it, and I was like, "Was it because you tried to pick up 3 of us the day before that?"
No, it's not it.
That can't be
way.
it. That cannot
That's
be
not why.
Alex being on your back for 10 minutes straight cannot possibly be the reason.
That wasn't it. We were at
And
Ren
that
Fair.
wasn't even it.
I'm invincible at Ren Fair.
And tomorrow you jumping off the roof.
No, I gotta heal first. I have my heating pad on.
Hello, my name is Becky Schmader, and I am the game master for This Could Get Dicey, and it's a beautiful day to shave your legs and then put on sweatpants.
Dude, hell yes.
Yes, I did. Like, I shaved my legs a lot. Okay. But it's been shorts weather, so I hadn't done it, shaved my legs and put on sweatpants in a minute, and I did that today, and I was like, wait a second, this is luxurious. And they were clean sweatpants too. Like, it was just like, oh.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all gotta do it just once, just to try it.
When I did swim team, I did.
Okay.
I used to. It was great.
As somebody who likes to get into bed and rub their little feet together a bunch, I bet it feels so good to have your like legs completely shaven and you're just like,
Alex, you gotta try it. Clean sheets is another one.
Oh, I was about to say that, kind of
Oof.
throwing the blanket over you after freshly shaven legs.
That sounds great.
I can't even imagine if I properly shaved my legs, because I be using razors from, it's an old razor, no shaving cream, no soap. We just
getting it.
Just getting
You're
it.
in the
Just
shower,
getting
right?
that hair. Yeah,
You're
in the
doing
shower.
right?
Like, there's
Yeah,
water.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesus.
I've done it. I used to do it before. If you're in a rush, just really dry.
Just raw dogging it.
Raw dogging
Fuck it.
Good
Raw
God.
dogging it. Hell yeah.
Okay, I
Dude,
gotta put
what-
razors in the content warning.
Was my skin good when I did that? No, my leg skin, but it still felt good to get into sweatpants or sheets. So
Woof. Okay.
I used to do this habitual thing every like cold front that would come in. I would like shave my beard fully. I haven't done it in years because y'all ain't never seeing this fucking gib. But it's the only probable comparison of having like a fresh face and then walking out into cold air and being like, oh, I feel again.
yeah, I guess I never thought about like what having a beard would be like. Does it keep you warm?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine. I guess you don't notice.
You
it
don't notice it till it's
'cause-
gone.
until it's gone.
Hmm.
And dude, don't it always seem to go?
Don't know what you
Pay
got.
paradise,
Till it's
put up a parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of songs stuck in your head.
I
damn
know.
A pay paradise.
Okay, y'all ready for some Dungeons and Dragons?
I'm ready for
Emphasis on the
dragons.
dragons.
Thank you,
Oh
Destiny.
yeah, that's true.
Last we left off, our adventurers headed out from Oak Pines and continued their quest to Ursa Honor. Along the way, you all attempted to learn more about Helena and the difference between Service and Siloria. Helena tried to explain it, but perhaps failed to explain it well. You all remained apprehensive, though, as you began to reach the edge of the forest on your second day of travel to Ursa Honor. As the trees began to fade away, a loud sound passed from overhead as white-hot embers rained down upon you all, a young boreal dragon passing above and turning to attack you all. You all, except Loomis, took 15 points of damage, and it is time to roll initiative.
Oh shit. Young boreal dragon.
Boreal.
Look out, I got those hot dice. A natural 20 for a 23 total.
Wow.
16.
Also 16.
Who's got higher dexterity?
I believe that would be me.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I have a +4.
Me too.
Okay. The dragon is about 60 feet away from you all, so it's sort of passed down, raining down its fire. It's turning. It has like a shimmering blue and white scales with like a big white mane around it, and some like white hair that runs down its back down to its tail. So it's a little wintry dragon. But is turning, facing you all. Emil, you're up first. Dragon, again, 60 feet away about.
Okay, I just realized I don't want to go first. But I turn to Helena. I say, Helena, fight or flight? Which one?
I believe I love fighting dragons, so let us fight.
Oh God, how do I hit it? It's way up there. I can't reach that.
That is not my problem.
Oh God. Shit. I got nothing. I have no range. Okay, I'm gonna use my action to take out the magic paintbrush.
Okay.
I am going to just grab a scrap piece of paper
Sure.
and paint on it a +1 short bow.
Okay.
It's gonna be real short because it's on a piece of paper, but it's the best I got right now.
Yes, you draw a short bow with some arrows, and I believe that is your action to
Yeah.
do that.
And
but yeah,
then-
you have that.
Does Helena have a ranged weapon on her?
You see that on her back she does have some javelins.
I will throw her the bow. Use this.
Oh, why? Thank you, Emil.
And then I'm gonna run, like to ungroup from these individuals. I'm gonna run.
Okay. Towards the dragon, or just
No,
left or
definitely
right?
not towards like
Toward-
perpendicular to the line that the dragon's coming in at us on. I will just
Gotcha.
run in that direction.
Okay.
Um,
Next. Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, next is Helena, who shows no fear in the face of the dragon and is going to run sort of diagonal but forward towards the dragon, about 30 feet or so, and is going to attempt to use this short bow to shoot at the dragon. She's going to do that twice. Oh. Well, both of those miss. I think trying to get used to the short bow being like extra short, she's kind of finagling it, and both shots go wide of the dragon. Next is Loomis.
I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, Becky, that during my time on this Earth planet, I've probably come face to face with a dragon before.
Of course, yes,
right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Would I know if this type of dragon or dragons in general can be frightened?
You do know that dragons can be frightened, but go ahead and roll a nature check to know a little bit more maybe about this dragon.
Sweet. 15.
Okay. You know that since this is a young dragon, it's not ancient, it's not an adult, that it probably can be frightened.
Cool. Knowing that, I'd like to use my Hour of Reaping as an action. So I will run towards the dragon, getting 30 feet away from it.
Okay.
And then it will need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is a failure.
Excellent. So the dragon is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
Okay.
So you kind of just see Loomis run up to it and then kind of like billow their cape out and kind of start making like bird movements and just like was trying to like scare it and just doing like very absurd motions and definitely noises and movements you've never seen Loomis do before. But it works.
It works. For those at home, frightened, I believe, means that the dragon cannot actively move towards Loomis or in the direction towards Loomis, and it has disadvantage on attacks while the source of its fear is in view.
Yeah, so I definitely want to make myself big as much as Loomis can, and in front of everyone else, just kind of blocking everyone else.
Okay, excellent. You do that, and next is Ellis.
Watching Emil dart into the woods away, I will do the same, but in the opposite direction, using my full 30 feet of movement to try to spread up this group, like to split us up. So I'll try to just run wherever Emil didn't. I will then cast Armor of Nanoxis at 4th level. As greasy, shadowy feathers kind of surround my body, giving me 20 temporary hit points. And then as a bonus action, I will eat the mace snack that was given to me, which gives me what again, Kenny?
You get 1d4 healing.
Beautiful. 2.
And you get to add my Constitution modifier to all melee attacks, damage, and Constitution saves until the end of your next turn.
And your Constitution modifier is?
Right now it's 5 because
5.
of the special thing from last time.
Yes, Emil ate a bean.
I ate one of the beans.
Sick. And I will run to just like kind of duck into some trees and bushes, try to obscure myself and get some partial cover, and end my turn.
It is now the dragon's turn. It was kind of hovering, maybe like 10, 15 feet off the ground, but instead now it's going to go up higher into the air, so it's about 60 feet in the air now, and it can't really do much, so it's just going to do that for now.
Oh, thank goodness.
Does it get to make another save on the frightened state?
It just says it's frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
End of your next turn. Okay.
It drops after my turn.
Cool. That is the dragon's turn. Next is Emil.
From where I am, I will follow Ellis's lead and pick a mace snack and eat it.
Okay.
To heal myself. For 3 points. And then I will, just from where I am, like 30 feet away from the group, I will turn, seeing the dragon getting up higher. How far is it from me? It's 60 feet off the ground.
Yeah, it's about, what is it? It's 60 feet on the ground from you, 60 feet in the air, so...
Okay, quite a distance then.
Quite a distance, yeah.
All right, it's out of my range. I will pick another berry and throw it to Helena.
Okay.
And say, eat this. It's really good. I'm going to hold a spell for if it comes within 60 feet of me.
Okay. Next is Helena. Helena is going to run closer still to the dragon, so that way she can throw her javelins at the dragon instead of using the short bow. So she's going to do that twice. You see her chuck one javelin up, and the dragon sort of swerves out of the way of it. The other javelin goes up, though, and makes contact with the shoulder of the dragon, doing a little bit of damage. That is Helena's turn. Next is Loomis.
So the dragon is 60-ish feet from me, or a little bit more? Because it was
probably like diagonally, it's like 100 feet from you, I'd say.
Did it seem pretty easy for Helena to throw a javelin at it?
You noticed that while the javelin like made contact, it wasn't necessarily like a deep hit per se, as in like the dragon has a thick hide.
How far is Helena away from me?
Probably like 25 feet.
Before moving or anything, I yelled to Helena, "Do you think you can throw me up to the dragon?"
I absolutely could throw you up to the dragon, yes. I would be so honored to do so.
I take a running start and try to leap into Helena's arms so she can chuck me up to the dragon.
Okay.
Yes. Let's go ahead and do that. You will roll an acrobatics check. She will roll an athletics check.
This thing is 60 feet away?
In the air, yeah. We got it.
You're going to vertical leap 60 feet?
We'll see. We shall see. We will definitely see.
Someone's about to slip. This is an OSHA violation.
Okay, Helena got a 17 athletics. What did you get, Loomis?
Oh, natural 1.
Excuse me?
Plus 7, 8.
Okay. I think Helena like squats down. She's like getting her shield ready to like use it as like a jumping board to launch you upwards to the dragon. You're sprinting and running and preparing to do like a handspring off of it sort of at the same time. I think you miss, and your arm like kind of wedges, unfortunately, like into the shield, kind of getting a gouge in your arm, and you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Oops.
Oh, man.
And now you're next to Helena.
I'm assuming that was my action.
That would be your action, yes. Well, that didn't go very well, Loomis, now, did it?
No, we will try again.
We will try again, that's right.
Loomis doesn't have anything.
Okay.
So that is his turn.
Next is Ellis.
I will bonus action cast Hex on the dragon.
Okay. Against which skill?
Strength.
Yes.
And then I will shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Absolutely.
The first one is a 17 plus 8, 25.
Yep.
Next one is a 14 plus 8, 22.
Yes. Both hit.
So this will be 2d10. Force and necrotic, does that matter on this dragon? Just if you want me to split it up or not?
It will not matter.
You get
Great.
plus 5 to both those attacks from the berry.
And then plus another 5 from my agonizing blast. So it'll be plus 10 to each hit. 2d10, 2d6, plus 20.
Okay.
That's 15 plus 20. So 35. No. Yes. 35 points of necrotic and force damage.
Excellent. As the like frightened state of the dragon sort of wears off and you see it turning towards Loomis and Helena, who are doing some gymnastics below them, you see that the two blasts kind of like body shot into the side of the dragon.
I yell out, I'm like, y'all try to hit it too! And I'll like dive into the bushes.
Excellent. Next is the dragon. The dragon is going to dive down from above and swing down on you, Loomis. Its fear no longer having any fear of you. It is going to make 3 attacks against you here.
Does this put it within 60 feet of me now?
No.
Okay.
Because you said you ran perpendicular in there.
Yeah, I'm on the hypotenuse.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, math, everybody. We're doing a lot of geometry over here. Okay, so 3 attacks against you, Loomis. Here we go.
Cool.
Okay, first one's a 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Next one's another 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Last one's a 13 to hit.
No.
No, okay. So the first 2 hit. So yeah, it dives down and is going to bite at you first
Okay.
for 16 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Okay.
And then as it bites into you, it's going to try and claw twice. One of the claws misses, but the other one hits for 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
The first time Loomis has been hit in 40 episodes, probably.
Yeah, I was like, do I have anything that I can use a reaction for?
Why can't I evade from this?
Why can't I evade? I evade.
You're stabbing my superior body.
For once, Loomis takes a little damage.
Just a smidgen. Okay.
So yeah, now the dragon is face to face with you and Helena. That is the dragon's turn. Back at the top of the order to Emil.
Okay, I will run towards the dragon, seeing that it's entertained now with Loomis. And then I will... Okay. You know the rope of climbing that I got from the collector's
Absolutely.
chateau? I finally actually looked up the actual stats of rope of climbing, and I have some cool shit that I could do.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm going to run. I'm going to use my action to dash so that I'm up there with Helena and Loomis.
Okay.
As close to them as I can get.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably like 10 feet. They're like 10 feet to your left.
Perfect. But the dragon's down because it's attacking Loomis right now.
Correct.
Awesome. As a bonus action, I will take out my rope, which I've been thinking of like a heavy-ass rope. I don't know how I had 60 feet of rope. It's actually made of silk. It weighs 3 pounds. It's like super lightweight. I'm going to take it out, and as a bonus action, I speak its command word, and I'm going to command it to go tie itself to the dragon's feet.
Okay.
Just like off one foot, and say, Loomis, Helena, you look like a failing figure skating team. Use this instead to get up. And the rope is now just hanging off of the dragon.
Okay.
That is my action and bonus action.
What is the rope's command word?
I'll say, not today, dragon, and throw it. Get it not like KNOT.
Oh my god. Okay. Next is Helena's turn. Hearing the call from across from you, Emil, Helena takes absolutely wants to climb up on this dragon, so she runs over, kind of grabs the rope. Dragon hasn't flown away yet, so she climbs up on the dragon's hind quarter and is going to make some attacks against it. Her first attack is with her battle axe, and that will miss. And then you see her kind of climb across the back of the dragon and get towards the wing, and she's going to bash at the wing with her shield. As you see that vines are kind of coming out of it. She's going to try and grapple the wing of the dragon.
Yes, shield bash. Let's go.
Okay, that hits. So the dragon kind of gets beat on the wing by the shield, and it needs to make a strength saving throw to avoid being grappled, which it does At disadvantage? Is that what Hex does?
Just disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
So if it's a strength check.
Okay, even with a disadvantage, the dragon is not grappled by the shield, but Helena is now on the back of the dragon, near the dragon's wings, and it is Loomis's turn.
As a bonus action, I'm going to take in a meal snack and heal myself.
That's right, Loomis, eat it. Ellis, look, Loomis is eating something.
I healed for 1.
Boo! Don't spit it out. Don't keep it in there.
Yeah, you just see it just like
Swallow it.
Loomis is hurting real bad. So Loomis is going to use their quickened healing. So as an action, I can spend 2 key points to roll my martial arts die, and then I regain a number of hit points equal to that number plus my proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Smart.
Okay, much better. Okay. Yeah, so that was my bonus action and my action. Loomis just heals themselves.
Okay. Next is Ellis.
I think I'm gonna hit him with 2 more Eldritch Blasts. No more Mace Snack, but I'll do it.
Okay.
The first one is a 14 plus 8.
Yep.
12 plus 8, dirty 20?
Yep. Both hit.
Great. No Mace Snack, so this is just a plus 10 to the same roll. Oh, all 6s. 4 6s. 34 points of force and necrotic damage.
My goodness.
Nice. Don't need those Mace snacks.
Yeah, I think as the dragon's like kind of turning its head to pay attention to Helena on its back, you manage to send 2 blasts into its neck. And
I will then scream at it and be like, I'm a real big fan of my boots, but I would love to make a couple 100 pair out of you. As I cast Unsettling Words as a bonus action, giving it a minus D fucking gosh, what's my bardic these days? I think it's a D8. No. I'm a level 4 bard. It's a D6.
okay.
So minus D6 to its next saving throw.
Alrighty. The dragon's turn is next. As these Eldritch Blasts kind of like hit it on the neck, part of its mane is like singeing away, and you can see kind of the raw flesh underneath is beginning to show. The dragon is going to get up off the ground and fly towards you, Ellis, having been kind of taunted a little bit, and with Helena on its back, and is flying towards you, Ellis, and is going to let out another cinder breath as white hot embers rain down upon just you. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Does Loomis get an opportunity attack?
Yes, you would get an opportunity attack, yes.
And it's on the ground, right?
It is now flying upwards, so it's like flying upwards away from you, but you can't, it's leaving your range, so you can take
So I can still try to hit it with my spear?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that. Do I still get the +4 from the mace snack?
It's
Yes.
5, but yes.
Oh.
+5, yes.
Oh, yeah, because you ate the hot beans.
I ate the beans.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. Add 5 to the damage, too.
Yes. For 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Dragon's not looking too great. Yeah, you stab up like into its like forearm as it flies away from you. Still, it rains down fire upon Ellis.
My dexterity save is 8.
8. Okay. As you fail to dodge out of the way, you take 33 points of fire damage from the dragon's white-hot embers. The dragon is now probably like 30 feet away from Ellis. Is like in between Loomis and Ellis and about 30 feet in the air as well. And it is now Emil's turn. So the dragon's probably about 30 feet from you as well, maybe like 20.
How are you two looking health-wise?
Fine.
Not great.
I had 20 temporary hit points
20
that are gone now.
Okay.
I'm at 18.
Okay, I will book it towards the rope that's hanging down off the dragon's leg now.
Yes.
It's 60 feet long, not tied. So I imagine it's still like around 50 feet long.
Yeah.
If it's tied on. I will attempt to climb it. If it's 20 feet away from me, I think I can get like 10 feet up, right?
Okay, yeah.
I climb up 10 feet, and I'll look back at Loomis. Is there any part of the dragon that's like hanging down? Like does it have a long tail or anything like that?
It does have a tail. I mean, you're probably like 30 feet away from its foot.
Okay,
which the rope is tied to, yeah.
So I'm still 30 feet away from it?
Yes.
Oh, shit, this doesn't work then. Oh, no, it does. I will look down at Loomis and say, I've been learning some things from you, Loomis. And then I'll point my hand up at the dragon and cast a spell, Wither and Bloom.
Okay.
You see this, like, dark circle appear at a 10-foot radius around, like, the dragon's back where Helena is. And I will... it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is an 11.
That does not save. It takes 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
So you see it kind of this black circle latching onto the dragon and taking some life. And then it's going to give that life to Helena. She can roll 1 hit die plus my spellcasting modifier and add it to her.
Okay.
I was going to try and do it on you, Loomis. Sorry. My spellcasting modifier right now is 8 because of the bonus to my constitution. So
and
she gets to
Helena
add 8.
rolled a 5, so she's back almost to full health.
As a bonus action, I will pick the last Emil Mace neck and eat it.
Okay. Next is Helena's turn. She's on the back of the dragon, seeing the skin of it like wither like that with necrotic energy and seeing you now like dangling down on the rope. Emil, it's so good for you to join me here on top of this dragon.
I hate this. I hate this.
And you see her hack with her axe and smash again with her shield. Oh my god. Neither of those hit.
Oh, no.
Cool.
I am having a great time on top of this dragon.
She ate a meal mace snack last turn, so is she adding 5 to it, her attacks?
She did not eat a snack.
Oh, she didn't eat it? I thought she ate it. Why didn't you eat the snack? I threw it to you.
Oh, I forgot she had that. Then of course she ate it. I just forgot she had it. It still does not hit though.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she rolled very terribly. In fact, one of them was pretty bad. So, as she goes to swing at the wing of the dragon with her axe, she sort of puts too much oomph behind it and falls off the dragon and is plummeting to the ground. If you want, Emil, you could try to use your reaction to like swing the rope and attempt to catch her, but you don't have to.
Oh, jeez.
The option is there.
Yeah, I'll try because otherwise she's taking a shitload of damage.
Probably, yeah.
From
Well,
the
you
fall.
guys are like, 60 feet in the air, right? Is that what I said?
You said I was 30 feet from it, and I had climbed 10 feet up, so she'd be
Right.
taking 40 feet worth of falling
40 feet
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will try to catch her. What do I need to do?
Roll an athletics check. Probably gonna be a high DC since you're kind of swinging on a rope here, but we'll see.
Sure it's not acrobatics? Okay. Athletics. No. I rolled a 1.
Oh my.
Plus 0. 1.
Okay, we'll say as you kind of are trying to swing to get to you're trying to swing to get to Helena to try and catch her as she's falling. You feel your hands slipping from your rope. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw, DC 10, to see if you fall from the rope or not.
Okay. All right, I'm good. 12
Okay.
total.
Okay, so yeah, you feel your hand slipping, but you're able to kind of catch yourself. You see Helena plummet 40 feet to the ground, so that would be 4d6 damage.
Ouch.
Reverting all of the healing that you just gave her, basically, as she lands on the ground, flat on her back. That was awesome!
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to hope that you're enjoying another perfect episode of our smash hit podcast. This could get dicey. To all you fans out there, there's so many of y'all, but we love you, and, we see you. But for real, thank you so much. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, we would love it if you left a little review. And if your other podcast apps have a little star-based rating system, click on the highest one. You can also go to our website at www.tcgdpod.com for all sorts of lore. You can listen to episodes directly from the website. You can read about us. You can see us on Instagram and TikTok at TCGD Pod. No more of this ad break. It is over. Goodbye.
Next is Loomis.
How far away is this dragon from me? At least the rope, I guess.
The rope is like 30 feet from you on the ground. So like the rope's like touching the ground. 30 feet to get to the rope, 40 feet up on the rope to like touch the dragon.
Okay. With my 50 feet of movement, I like to get up the dragon, or up the rope rather, as far as I can.
Cool. Yeah, you can get up about 20 feet, so you're about 20 feet on the rope, or it's 20 feet from you to the bottom of like the dragon's foot.
20 feet. Okay. What I would like to do is pull out my movable rod. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And essentially like tie it to the rope and activate it so that the dragon falls down along with all of us that are on the rope.
Okay. I'm not sure how that works. Let's
Because
look
doesn't
that
the
up.
rod like weigh a bunch and just like no?
It just hangs out in midair. If you activate it in midair, it just like stays where it is. Basically, nothing can move it from wherever you activate
Oh,
it.
I thought it like weighed something.
You'd be like tying it to a leash. Essentially, you'd be like tethering it.
Right. Yes. It does not weigh a ton. It just
Boo.
Doesn't move.
doesn't move.
Okay.
Good try though.
Can the dragon see me?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to try to frighten it again.
Okay. It fails. It is. So yeah, I imagine like as you're like running there, you're like flapping your cape, trying to make yourself larger as you like run up the rope. Helena has fallen off the dragon onto the ground. The dragon is sort of like looking back at the rope, and Helena falling off, and it sees you and becomes frightened again.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. Next is Ellis.
How far is the dragon away from me?
Dragon's about 30 feet on the ground, probably like 45 feet on the
As the crow flies.
as the crow flies from you to the dragon.
It just doesn't make sense for me to not just do more Eldritch Blasts, so I will do 2 more
Okay.
Eldritch Blasts.
Yes, get Noxus in here. Don't fuck around.
Oof. The first one is a 16.
Misses.
Oh, okay.
Next one is an 18.
That hits.
Great. For 16 points of force and necrotic damage. And then I will bonus action yell at Loomis and say, "It's on the ground, stab it a bunch like you do to most things." And give you Bardic Inspiration.
It's
Sweet,
on the
is it-
it's on the ground right now?
It's
No,
not on the ground though.
It's not on the
Oh,
ground.
it's in the air.
Stab it a bunch, Loomis. What do you want from me here?
Is that a D6?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next is the dragon's turn. It's going to try and, I guess, like, the thing it is frightened to is attached to its leg on a rope, so it's going to try and, like, flail about to try and shake whoever's on the rope off of the rope. So it's going to do an athletics check. You two both make dexterity saving throws.
All right.
It's still hexed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine was a 22.
Out of 14.
The dragon rolled a 23
No.
athletics. So yeah, you see it kind of fly up a little higher in the air and like shaking its leg wildly and flapping its wings crazily and trying to knock you both off of the rope. You both fall off the rope 40. Well,
I was only up 10 feet.
you're only up 10 feet, and I mean, I will say it did fly up a little higher, so we'll put 10 feet on that. So, Loomis, you fall 30 feet. Emil, you fall 20 feet. Let me do the damage for that. Emil, you take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Loomis, you take 16 points of damage.
I'm going to use my slow fall.
Yes.
So as a
Nice.
reaction, I can reduce any fall damage I take by an amount equal to 5 times my monk level. I'm level
You take
7.
no
Gucci.
damage.
I take no damage. I just
Fine.
gracefully fall down.
3 point land on the ground like
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man pose.
As Emil and Helena are like, oh, our backs. Great. Next is Emil, who is now on the ground, dragging his, I don't know, at the 50, 60 feet in the air at this point.
So the rope is still based in front of me then? It's like right
Yes.
there, dangling in front of me?
Rope is right there still.
Do I get the feeling that it's trying to run away?
No.
Okay. Do I get the feeling that it's a creature that I could talk to, or is it only killing us?
Roll a nature check.
19 plus 1, 20.
You know that some dragons definitely have a lot more intelligence and are willing to have some level of communication with like humanoids. You know that white dragons are like the least friendly of the chromatic dragons and don't like talking to humanoids. You know that boreal dragons, being cousins, I assume, of a white dragon, would be even more like bestial and less
Okay.
willing to have conversation.
Okay. All right, then I will just climb this rope,
Okay.
stand up to have my movement, and then climb 15 feet that I have left, and then I will dash,
Okay. Up the rope.
climb some more, climb
Okay.
30 more feet.
Great.
That's gonna put me within 45 feet, or within
Yes.
15 feet, right? Because I'm 45 feet up the rope now.
Right. Yes.
All right.
And you're probably like 5 feet away from its foot.
Okay. Since I'm up here and I don't want to I don't want to die, I am going to spend a bonus action to use unnatural regeneration and
Okay.
heal. Let's say 2d10 plus my constitution. Okay, that's it for me.
Next is Helena. Helena will also climb up the rope and whip out a javelin and throw that at the dragon. Oh my god. And misses the dragon. There's a lot of movement. Dragon's moving around. Rope is swinging. Helena is trying. Loomis, it is now your turn.
You said it was 50 feet away, like up from the ground?
Yeah, about that.
I would like to use my whole movement to climb up the rope, and I feel like I get to its foot.
Yes.
I stab said foot
Okay.
with my spear.
Okay.
A 12 does not hit, right?
It
I don't
does
have the
not.
mace snack anymore, do I?
It's just till the end of your next turn.
Cool. Good thing I have an extra attack. I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Okay. 24 to hit.
That does hit.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
I would like to use my stunning strike since I just hit it with my weapon, and I'm going to spend a key point and try to stun it.
Okay. I will say it is flying and holding you both above the ground.
Come
Just-
what
I have
may.
slow fall.
Okay.
Come
I
what
like
may.
it. Great. So it needs to make a... Well, you need to roll it. No, you hit it, so it needs to
I
make a
hit it, so I use kind of like, I can't remember which creature. Oh, I think it was the Wendigo. I tried to use it on the Wendigo, but I couldn't be stunned. But essentially, you see, this is like the closest thing to magic I think Loomis has. So you kind of see this like force come out of their spear as it makes contact with their foot. And you see this like, I'm using the flow of my key to stun it.
Okay.
Or try to. So yeah, they must succeed on a con saving throw.
Okay.
There's probably a lot of like fucked up key points in your feet, don't you think?
For sure. The dragon got an 18.
Damn it. Okay, well, it's not stunned, but
Okay.
can't say I didn't try.
Okay, but I kind of wanted to see what would happen if it was stunned.
The hex doesn't affect that at all?
No, it's just based on strength.
Ah, okay.
Or the hex is on its strength.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that it for Loomis?
No.
I was like, I didn't think so.
No,
You
no,
got
no,
like
no, no.
5 more attacks at
I
least.
finally got up close enough to it. Yeah, I would like to spend another key point to do 2 unarmed strikes against it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna like coochie coo.
You ever tickled a dragon's foot? His weakness all along.
Surprise.
Surprise. 15 plus 7 hits.
That hits.
Okay, and then a 18 plus 7.
Okay. Yes, both hit.
Cool. For 15 points of damage.
Okay. How does this kill the dragon?
Oh, God.
I tickle it to death.
Okay, yeah, you get your toes in there, or no.
Yeah,
You
I
get your
take off
hands-
my shoes and my socks.
Unarmed strike it with my toes. No, you hit it with your unarmed strikes in between its kind of like webbed feet. The dragon, takes the strikes to its feet, the last of its life force, leaving it. You and Emil now are plummeting to the ground towards Helena. Emil, you will take fall damage. Well, you'll both take fall damage, assumably. You're not going to take any fall damage, Loomis. But also, a dragon is falling on top of the two of you.
Do I get to make the
3 of
save
you.
for the fall?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you, Helena, Loomis, Emil, and Helena will be making dexterity saving throws to try and, push away from the dragon as this dragon comes.
Question.
Yes.
With my superior body,
Sure.
can I just try to walk on the dragon as it's falling so that I'm on top of it as it's falling?
I don't know about this, but we'll say you have
It
advantage.
says I can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down, without needing to make an ability check.
It does say that you did use all of your movement already to get up the rope, though.
Fair. Okay.
That's good.
So you get advantage on your dexterity saving throw. This is a big dragon. You guys have to be a 15.
Loomis, did you ever use your bardic inspiration I gave you?
No, I did not. Thank you.
Well, you got that, Mr. Superior.
And Helena will have disadvantage because she's prone on the ground, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait,
And
she
I'm
was on
just
the rope with
watching.
y'all, wasn't she?
No, she fell. She never
No,
tried. She
she
just
fell.
threw a javelin. She didn't try to
she-
climb up.
Okay.
You said a dex saving throw?
Yes. Okay, and then you guys were 50 feet in the air.
I was 45.
45.
I said it explicitly.
Okay.
Just try to mitigate the damage here. Oh.
Okay, Emil, you take 17 points of falling damage. Loomis, you don't take any damage because it's below 35, so... Okay, great.
Cool.
Helena manages to roll out of the way of this dragon falling down. Emil, what did you get?
A 13.
That's okay. And Loomis?
I got a natural 20 for 27.
Okay, yeah, you finish tickling the dragon to death, flip up on top of its back, and ride it down like a magic carpet to the ground. As you see it crush Emil,
Loomis, help! Oh.
I don't even know how much damage this would be, so I'm gonna just I don't know. It's a big dragon.
Yeah, no, there is a mechanic for dropping stuff on people.
Okay.
Okay, so the closest thing that I've seen is that there's a collapsing ceiling trap.
Oh.
And it depends on the tier of level for how much damage it does.
I'm seeing that someone says it's you do fall damage again, but that doesn't
yeah, I've seen that too, but it should be a bigger die, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
The collapsed ceiling trap does 10d10 damage, so I don't know if you want to do that much.
10d... How much?
10d10.
Okay. Let's see. We'll do some details.
That's how an alien would say 1,000.
So that would be an
10d10.
average of 50 points of damage. If you did 10d10.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. The dragon will be doing 10d10 damage to Emil here. I have... let me roll this.
Naturally.
I got $5 on Under Destiny. What you got?
I don't know what that means.
I bet $5 it'll be under the amount of hit points that...
Oh, I guess I have to say
Relax.
over just to make it interesting.
There you go.
I'll request you on Venmo after the recording session once I win.
That is 62 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
We didn't shake on it.
How much HP did you have?
I showed these two while you were looking down. I had 53 left.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good that it didn't outright kill your ass.
No, yeah, I have a max of 74, so that would have been nuts.
Damn.
A large dragon has now fallen on top of your comrade, Emil, who is now unconscious underneath the dragon. Helena.
Loomis, huh?
As it falls on Emil, Loomis is going to use their touch of death to get temporary HP.
Yes, of course.
Suck my soul up through the dragon.
Yes, and now there's a dead dragon on top of Emil. Helena is on the side of the dragon. Ellis, you're about 20 feet away, and Loomis, you're on top of the dragon. We are out of initiative.
I will yell at Emil. I'll say, "No, don't die. You're too businesslike." And I will cast Healing Word at first level at him. And you get 9 hit points back, Emil.
Do you have to be able to see me to do that?
That's good.
Am I not able to?
He's under a dragon. Which
But is he fully under the dragon? Is there any
Yeah.
part of him sticking out?
I'm gonna say fully under the dragon, since he just took
Okay.
62 points of.
Then I don't do that
Okay.
if I can't see him. I go, Helena, dig him out.
Yeah, I think immediately Helena bounces into action and is going to try and push this dragon, which is big. Together we must push this dragon upwards, unless we all have some sort of device.
Ellis, can't you use one of your blasts to, move it magically?
You just want me to Eldritch Blast the dead dragon? Because I'll do it. I'll do whatever I have to do to save Emil.
I feel like it's easier than us three pushing it.
You see Helena take a running start and is trying to shoulder her
She's like,
whole body. Yeah, exactly. Trying to move it.
I will walk up to the dead dragon carcass and cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
And 15-foot cube, con save, and if it fails, it moves 10 feet away from me.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna fail because it's dead.
And so
That's what I was hoping.
And so am I.
No, I imagine you aimed it upwards, so it's not, it's. But I think in a really nasty explosion of thunder, the carcass of the dragon in this 15-foot square just gets blown out and splashes on everybody. I'd still say there's probably a foot of dragon flesh between you all and Emil, but you're able to pull him out from under that eviscerated carcass. Just for since that probably took a second, go ahead and roll a death saving throw.
Okay. A 2.
Okay.
And then I look at Loomis and I say, if you want something right, you just gotta do it yourself. And then I'll cast a first level healing word on Emil.
Sweet.
And you take... Ooh, that was 4. Plus 8. 12 points of healing.
Of damage.
More damage.
I look around.
Everyone's covered in dragon goo.
Is it like dragon blood?
Dragon blood and flesh and scales and bone shards, and it's gross.
Helena, while I was unconscious, I realized something. I saw the light, and I thought about everything you've tried to teach us about Siloria and nature, and I realized it all fucking sucks. This all fucking sucks. Nature's terrible. There's no dragons in the city. The dragons don't fucking fall on top of you when you're just doing your business in the city, going to get a pastry or whatever from the bakery. This is stupid. All this is stupid and dumb.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Emil. And she walks away. And she like scrapes some of the like dragon flesh like off of it and like flings it onto you. I'm glad you're alive. I'm sure Siloria was there to maybe bless you back into this hellish life that you're living, huh?
That wasn't Siloria. That was him.
Also, it didn't seem like Siloria had your back. You missed a lot.
Well, she's not here for everything. God, you all suck.
Hold on. Everybody just chill out. Everybody just calm down. Helena, Loomis says something bad about you, even if you do something really cool, so don't take it personally. Emil's a city boy, okay? Emil is I was just at Emil's house. I'm talking 3 types of shampoos, matching conditioners, different bar soaps. I saw the whole soiree. So, as you can see, he is now covered in blood and guts and viscera, and he has no soaps.
It's terrible. This is awful out here. You get it, Alice. You understand.
But I will say, I mean, we kill Big Lobster. I blast off Big Head of Collector. We're the Squirrel's Foolies. What are y'all talking about? This is what we do. We explode dragons. We have to, like, sing the tale of us. You know what I'm talking about? Loomis, sing the tale.
I don't sing anymore.
I would like to hear it.
Actually, yeah,
just said I
kind of want to see that too.
Well, too bad.
Come on.
When has peer pressure really worked on me?
Hands in.
We're the Squirrel's Foolies. We get the job done. Dragons and lobsters say you should run. In the forest or in the city, the Squirrel's Foolies will be there in a jiffy. See, it's easy. You just gotta make something up.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
Anyway, so I have this horn that casts prestidigitation, but it only does the sound part, and usually prestidigitation would be great for cleaning, so I'm just gonna blow it instead, and I'm just like, oh.
4 dragons come over the hill.
Yeah, I imagine you blow this horn. The sun is it's about like 4 p.m. as you all kind of head off to one of the nearby streams and go to like wash off your armor and clothes. Loomis, I don't know, you're scared of water. Do you leave the viscera on you?
I mean, I don't use water to clean it off. But
Take a little chinchilla dirt bath.
Yeah. Just roll around in the dirt. Can I, like, I know guts and goo and blood was all over the place. Is there any way to, like, salvage some of the dragon, not only innards, but also blood?
I was going to ask the same thing about scales.
Yeah, I mean, you only got rid of about like a 15-foot cube of dragon, so there's still like its whole head and neck region and tail. So both of you go ahead. I guess, Loomis, you can roll a medicine check to try and salvage blood.
Okay.
Emil, you can roll a survival check to try and get some scale here.
Good. Can I assist Emil? Because pretty dragon scales sound nice to me.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll take advantage on that. Okay. I got a 16 survival.
With Ellis's watchful eye, I think the two of you kind of like point at some loose scales and you're able to wedge off, we'll say, 2 boreal dragon scales.
Great.
And then, Loomis, what did you roll?
I had a 13 medicine.
13? Okay, I think you managed to, it's kind of hard to, like, squeeze blood out of something, or, like, it's starting to, like, get coagulated in the dirt and stuff, but you managed to get maybe, like, a small, like, ounce of blood in a vial. But yeah, I imagine, there's, like, snow around you, so I imagine you kind of, like, rub your clothes in that, Loomis, and as the sun is kind of going down and you all are making camp, you all clean your clothes off and whatnot in the creek, and we'll call it there for the evening.
Dragons. We've hit dungeons. We've hit dragons.
That's it.
We've hit it all.
We played the game.
I've
We won.
never heard of someone blowing up a dragon like that. This could get gooey.
Hate that.
Finally, a dragon in a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. You can find This Could Get Dicey where all podcasters stream, and on Instagram and TikTok at TCGD Pod, and on our very own website. Go check it out. We got lore stuff and episode recaps and cool character stuff. If you found our antics enjoyable, help us out by leaving a rating, review, or simply sharing it with a friend. Thank you so much for joining us and sticking around. Our next episode is coming out Wednesday, May 8th.